Beats the Oracle has only been with us for about a week and people are already trying to get this completed with some difficulty. And that's where this video is going to come in to help you, because if you're struggling to get through Tarot Tournament or to collect the puzzle pieces on the Mystic map, then you are in the right place. We're going to cover off just about everything, but if there's anything in the video that you don't see or hear, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. But I'd also like to know what your first card from Tarot Tournament was. Did you go for the hardest difficulty possible, or did you start off easy and then build your way up, as no doubt a few of you are going to have to do to finish this mode? Leave your first card you went for in the comments down below and I'll be giving some of you lucky ones a heart. Let's start off with the main thing, and that is the currency that drives these modes: heart tokens and star tokens. Heart tokens drive Tarot Tournament. These are the things you need to actually take part in the bout to obtain these tarot cards. And there are 6 cards you can collect an infinite amount of times. Each card has a certain number of wins you need to obtain, and each attempt to get a win requires one of those heart tokens. You can also use event boosts if you want to, although these cannot be obtained off the draft board and can get a little pricey. Whatever you do, do not use reroll opponents because it is a literal waste of money. You only have to do one bout on any of the cards you get chosen to get it to re-roll. Every win you get in Tarot Tournament gives you a star token. Every star token allows you to go to the Mystic map and then use those to progress around the map and get to the individual locations, which we'll come to later on. This is the mode that has the most sought after rewards, including a super OP Paul Heyman, Seth freaking Rollins as the Visionary, and Triple H. If you win enough in Tarot Tournament, you'll be rewarded with the cards. You have to fill the meter of wins, whether that be 15, 20, or 25, depending on the difficulty. Each card you obtain will give you a shard multiplier, and that will go up to 12 for each individual card. Obtaining a second copy of each card will give you the ability to pro and increase that shard multiplier up to 24. And that's where I stop you there, because I've got something to tell you. One, if you've gone this far, why haven't you hit the subscribe button? Well, why wouldn't you? Because you'll be able to get guides just like this one whenever new modes come out. It takes 2 seconds and is completely free of charge. And with the Halloween events and season 12 coming up, now is definitely the right time to do so. The second thing to tell you is do not under any circumstances use your star tokens until this meter is full. If you use them, you are wasting your star tokens. Even if it takes you the next 2 weeks, hold back until this is at 24 times. I doubt there's any other bit of advice I could give you that is more important than that. So let's talk about how you get those heart tokens. Well, that part's really simple at the moment anyway. One is going to be through the daily streak, which you log on to SuperCard's web store every day, and usually once per week there'll be the opportunity to claim your daily reward, and that could include those heart tokens. You can also get them off of the draft board and from Boom. It's likely that as time goes on that this will extend to other modes like Survivor, King of the Ring, and possibly even your 4 hourly free packs. The star tokens, on the other hand, are found in usually the same places, but are also given out every time you win a match in Tarot Tournament. There also is the possibility of QR codes, locker codes, or redeem codes that may pop up in game, and free packs you'll see in the store. You've also got the mode Deal of Destiny, which I'll link up into the top right hand corner of the video. It's a very useful mode for 2 reasons. One is getting that special Undertaker, the other is getting extra tokens. Again, it's highly likely that more modes will come in as time goes on. Cat Daddy, through the SuperCard community manager, have stated that they are looking into giving more out and finding other ways. But I'm going to give you the second most important piece of advice, other than waiting for that 24 times multiplier, and that's take your time. The early stages of this mode are designed to FOMO people into getting them. I mean, the cards are beautiful. They are stunning designs. They're expecting some of the player base to buy in initially. As time goes on, it will be easier to obtain the heart tokens and the star tokens. So if you want to do this free to play, it is very likely not only going to be a slog, but it's also going to take time, and time is on your side. If this linking nicely into Halloween, I wouldn't be surprised if this does get an extension at some point. We are less than 2 months away from the projected release of season 12, and I doubt that Cat Daddy are going to want to annoy players into submission just to spend money when season 12 is just around the corner. So just take your time, relax, enjoy everything that's coming to the game, and if something's harder to get now, come back and enjoy it later on. Let's move on to Tarot Tournament, and this, oh, that's disappointing. That is very disappointing, and that is unfortunately because Tarot Liko, the like button's Mexican brother-in-law, is seriously, do you know, like, how many of them are you? There's more members of the Liko family than there are of the bloodline. I'm surprised you guys don't have your own faction yet. Well, yes, Tarot Liko has appeared, and he is not happy because you haven't liked the video. Why haven't you? I don't know why you've not liked the video, but now is the time to change it all by taking 1 second out of your day to go over to the like button and gently tap it. Just tap it. Because unless we like this video, he is not going to go away, and I've got a guy to sort out. So let's do it together. Yep, we're good. And yes, I'm glad to have you on board. Right, let's do it in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, see ya. Wow, okay. I wasn't supposed to rip him in half, but all right. So let's give you a couple of secrets to Tarot Tournament. The first is that there is a massive boost on certain cards being used in this mode. There is no way of effectively using a lower deck, or what we call sandbagging. So you just need to use your best cards, and I can only give you some specific hints as to things to do with your cards. Momentum slots are going to be really important to boost your stats, as the stats of the cards don't change regardless of how strong your deck is, although they do differ in difficulty between easy, medium, and the hard cards. The hardest being Asker. Something else I'd recommend to you is regarding equipment. Try not to use equipment that is to your card's advantage, especially if you have something like, Alexa Bliss, who is a power and speed card. Ideally, you want to be using equipment for let's say an Eon rarity card that fills out the other stats, because you don't get affected by procs or ability fires in Tarot Tournament. So by fitting the other stats, you're more likely to have a chance of beating the opposing cards. Try to have a good balance between charisma, speed, toughness, and power heavy cards. So for example, Andre the Giant and the Undertaker are really powerful in power and toughness. Make sure you've got, let's say, a Seth Rollins or a Finn Balor, or CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, something like that for speed and charisma. You want to have a good balance. Now the next thing is credits. Now a lot of people will turn off their ears at this point, because he's mentioned credits and he's spending. Just hear me out. If you do decide to spend credits at all, and maybe you're not really wanting to spend on the doublers or on Mystic Map, let me recommend one thing to you, and that is the Wild Arrow, or the Wild Card. These will absolutely make your life 10 times easier. They're relatively low cost and will be the difference between you passing levels and not passing levels. The aim of each card is to win one match between match 1 and match 2, which will unlock the boss, which is the card you've selected. Now I've found that sometimes, and in many cases, the boss is actually the easiest card to beat, which is a bit weird. But a little secret, which you may or may not know, is that every card has a weakness, and the weakness comes from other cards you obtain, and it's designed in a way to go from easy to medium to hard. I'm going to list all the weaknesses here for each superstar, but for example, JC Mateo is weaker against Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy is weaker against JC Mateo. Whereas, and here comes the secret, there's certain ones that are weak against 2 cards, and these are the cards that are available via different modes. For example, Andre the Giant is weak against not only Devon Dudley, who's one of the easier cards to get, but also the Undertaker, who is available in Deal of Destiny. Reverend Devon is another one who is weak against Andre the Giant and Finn Balor, who is available via the quest available in the game right now, completely free of charge. And when you start a match in Tarot Tournament, you'll be able to pick a specific opponent, let's say the Undertaker, which if it is benefiting from that weakness of that superstar, will unlock a 150% super combo. It's basically like a super move, but if you've got a single of the card and you're not yet got a pro version, that can change your luck completely. Don't lose hope that you're not going to be able to get the next one up. No, just use those cards they're weak against, and if you strike lucky, which is in most cases you will, you'll be able to get an additional massive boost which will push that single card and its stats above what you need to beat each boss. There are 2 cards to come, Dominik Mysterio and Stardust, and I'm speculating at this point they may be the ones that have the bonuses against Uncle Howdy and JC Mateo. Interestingly enough, the cards in Mystic Map, Seth Rollins and Triple H, have no major effects against any of the cards, which I find a little surprising, especially considering that the Battle Pass card, yes, Liv Morgan, is effectively the key to squashing, yes, and I mean destroying both Asuka and Jade Cargill. This speed and charisma demon will have that 150 bonus on both Jade and Asuka. So if you have the battle pass, well, congratulations. You might as well just say you got the win, because those cards will not be able to even hold a candle to the stats you'll have on that Liv Morgan. It is not a major necessity, but it's definitely something I would consider if you're on the fence about it. If you're not, then listen, season 12's coming up. Try your best. If you don't get it, it's not really going to matter all that much. Now, I have rushed through Tarot Tournament and gotten every single card. They're all pro'd up and they are in my inventory, and instead of showing you the proing of those cards, I'm just going to show you the cards as they are, because they are insanely powerful. First, we have the Liv Morgan, which is the female pro, the one I was talking about. You've got then Finn Balor, who just looks stunning with those feathers. The Undertaker from Deal of Destiny, another amazingly strong card, with Seth Rollins being the ultimate card at the very end, but you have to pass the entirety of Mystic Map to get your hands on him. For competitive purposes, I definitely recommend going for Andre and Devon first, as well as Jade Cargill, who does look stunning, even if the card doesn't really have much of an animation to it, and Asuka, who, well, Asuka just always looks great. But what about the cards on the Mystic Map? Well, that is where we come up to next. Tarot Tournament's done. Let's show you what happens when you get enough star tokens to finish the Mystic Map. Segue. We have 476 star tokens. Now, the 2 places you want to be going to, ideally, you want to go to the Skull. And there is one map, it might be more beneficial to go to the Clock. The Clock is the one you want to go to after you finished, which will have the opportunity to get not just Triple H, it is a barely chance, but will also have a chance for you to get the pro Paul Heyman. But it only gives you 5 shards, and that's where you're going to see the difference between these 2 different locations, is that the Skull is going to give you 10 shards, whereas the Clock is going to give you only 5 shards for the base puzzle shards, which add on top of the total number of shards you get for reaching that destination. Just for comparison, the Chalice actually doesn't give you 1. It's a dud. The Judgment does give you 5, plus you do have these extra cards you can play, these shard cards, which are complete RNG, and you should not rely on them at all. RNGesus is literally either with you or he's very much against you. But I want to just reiterate, do not, until you have this, all 6 of them fully pro, do not even attempt this mode. Take your time, get as many of these tokens as you possibly can, and then off we go. We're going to go around the Skull this time. Then you're going to get, once you get there, not only the pack, probably bad odds, you then get the Shuffle. You pick the cards 3 times or until you hit an obstacle, which is a red card or a 0. So we go to the middle, and it is the villain, so we get no extra bonus cards, which means we get 10 location shards, 0 card shards, plus a shard multiplier. That's 240 shards, which is a lot. Previously, if I'd done this beforehand, I would have only got 120. That's another new piece, which goes on to Le Puzzle and another new reward. See, now this one here may be more beneficial for you to go either to the Lantern or to the Clock. And I'm going to go to the Clock. And the reason why is because to go to the Skull, you've got to go all the way around the map. But we do also still get 5 shards off this. I'm going to go bottom left. Nope, we hit the villain again. Boo.
I have a recommendation. I don't know if you know about this.
Yep.
If you go to the store, there's a pack you can get that will reveal the cards.
Oh.
The shuffle cards. You can reveal up to 3 of them.
So that is in general?
Yeah, so when the shuffle cards pull up, you know, you got the 5 cards, it'll reveal 3 of them
this is
for
dangerous. Right, let's do it. Let's get one. Mystic Map perk has been activated, and then it goes up to 1,000.
It shows 3 for you. You can still pick the card. Like, it could reveal the 2 villain cards, and then you can still pick the other 2 cards, and then you're guaranteed all the bonuses. It's actually really useful.
I mean, for someone like me, it's worth the price. But for someone who is either free to play or making that choice whether to go for this or not,
right,
it's very, very expensive. Maybe I wouldn't have had it as expensive, or maybe I bought it in later on down the line. We have spent about 2,500 on this. This map, which I say map 3, should we call it? It's actually better to go for the skull because the clock takes you around the houses. So with the shuffle this time, it reveals 3 cards and it tells you which ones. Oh, okay, so I've now got easy access to the other. This is a cheat code. That's disgusting. That is literally disgusting. Wow. What is that? Okay, that's just a cheat, all right? 670 shards. Wow. Madness.
Yeah.
There's a pack for everything in this game, it seems like. Not that you need to. I mean, you don't need to get it because it runs basically the same as last year's Throne Hunter. Very, very similar. So it's going to reveal my cards here. What is it going to reveal? Okay, got 5 already and 7. So I've got to choose left or right. Rob, tell me, left or right?
Right.
I just chose left. Why did I choose left?
I would have been right too.
You would have been. But this one, again, better to just go around to the skull because getting to the clock just takes forever. It's completely unnecessary. I feel like I've got like some kind of wall hack or something and I can see through the cards. We got our 7, we got our 5, and we got a villain. Left or right, Rob?
Right.
You was correct. Should have listened to you first time. As time goes on, however, the amount of shards required increases quite a bit. It's actually a lot. So cheat code incoming. Okay, so we got a villain. Left or right?
Right.
Ooh, you was wrong this time.
No.
But we got Paul Heyman. Now, you only get 1 Paul Heyman, so I'm guessing they're just expecting people to go to the clock afterwards instead of the skull, which gives a chance of getting the Paul Heyman Pro. I'm gonna guess that he is incredibly powerful. Very special card, but as only a guess. But I got him. You cannot get a second in these packs, which I think is a choice. Not a good choice, but it's something.
Can I confirm Paul Heyman is pretty powerful because I have one. He goes up to 8,500.
You managed to get him?
Yep.
How did you get him?
I went for the clocks.
This is going to be dirty for super coins. Like really dirty. Okay, what does the crystal ball say? It says 1 villain. Okay, well, easy. Max out shards. There's going to be hate on this, isn't there?
Apologize in advance.
You shouldn't have told me that.
No, I probably should have kept my mouth shut, but
That's all right. Okay, so next up, I got to keep going around the house to get to the skull. The question is, do I have enough of these tokens to get me through? I wonder.
well, it took me close to 500, but I was also going for the clocks most of the time, so it should take you a lot less.
That is another reward. I'll take a picture of that because it's Paul Heyman's bald head. Board. Only 4 rewards to go. We've got 295, but we've got to get to 2,000 shards this time. New piece. 2 pieces remain. So that would give us a triple H for number 3. That is an F1. But you cannot get him otherwise. It's a little bit weird. I wonder if you left those rewards, whether they'd go into your inbox. We can but hope. Okay, let's go around the houses for this one because it's a long ass journey. We now just need 2,500 puzzle shards. The final one I think is like 4,000 or something.
3,500.
Okay, 3,500. So not actually too much more. Let's see what it decides. What is my fate? 1 card, 2 cards. Left or right, Rob?
Right.
Ooh, no dice. Bing, 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 bing. Bop. That's going to be 672 again. That takes us to the next reward. And we are now moving to Seth Rollins territory. 2 more shots to go after this, I think. We've got 185 tokens left. Is it going to be enough?
Should be more than enough.
That's what I'd hope. Who remembers this? But it was the Philadelphia one for WrestleMania 40. That with Dirty Dom was a pain in the ass. Okay, so here comes the final piece. 3,500 is what is needed here. And I have 135 tokens remaining. And now I've just got to hope. I'm pretty confident that you were correct, Rob, and we were okay.
Yes.
You did say that these cards are really useful, by the way, for campaign, if I'm not wrong.
They carried me through. I don't know what I would have done without them.
That's 672, so this will take us to, yeah, literally, this is where it ends then. Well, apart from the fact we still can keep going with the tokens and get ourselves, hopefully, more Paul Heymans, maybe get ourselves a pro, but for the time being, this is the final set, and this will take us to the F3 Seth Rollins. The question is do I do the F3 or do I split them? Because I'm feeling splitting them until I finish campaign, then F3. I'm going to go right here. Ooh, I messed up, but it doesn't really matter. We've got the final shards we needed, and it is time for Seth freaking Rollins, but this one is not your standard pack because we only get one Seth Rollins. Two Seth Rollins. But three Seth Rollins is actually three Seth Rollins. So it's not just one, it is three. 1, 2, 3 of the master of the board. Lock it in, and there it is. Mystic map is for now complete. And someone has reliably informed me in the chat that I should have said there's 5 of them. It was 5 of them. How could I forget such a moment? And this will be the final tarot card, if I'm not wrong. Unless obviously they release more, which is definitely a possibility because I did it last time and I would not be shocked if they do it this time as well. That's Triple H F1. And then we have Seth freaking Rollins. We get Dom this Wednesday and there's Stardust. But I wonder if there's going to be another. We did Xavier Woods being the game master. Although I remember that one specifically being an absolute match to get your hand on. Hopefully it's not that difficult this time.
I don't even think I got him. It was awful.
So there we go. We have the visionary, a revolutionary, and now he is a pro. It is Seth freaking Rollins. I dig that. That's a great little animation. He's got the devil horns. He's got the demon eyes. Putting down the piece is like checkmate. Done. And the squares are moving around as well with the cocky laugh. Yep, that's a good looking card. I can't wait to F3 it, but right now, with campaign as it is, no way. I know I could just open the game to look at it, but who is the LTE card? It is Mr. Breaker, which in fairness, actually makes a lot of sense. Seth is the main card in this mode. Heyman is a support with Seth. Bronson Reed is the boom card, and Bron Breaker is the campaign. So literally this entire tier is based around the Vision. As Ojo Boy just said, the Vision runs Eon Rarity. And it looks damn good whilst doing it. At least Seth Rollins does anyway. There is a full set, baby. Did it kind of get cheapened by having that extra pack? Yeah. It was a little bit less exciting, I'm not gonna lie to you. But you know what? I dig it for what it was. And you used it as well, didn't you, Rob?
I did.
You cheaty doodle, you.
Yes.
Big old cheaty doodle. So there we go. Mystic map is done. All rewards gained, apart from the ones I want to save. Now, to the clock. We're just literally just gonna hope and pray for a Heyman. There it is. I have officially run out of star tokens. My journey for the time being is done, and all of these crazy ass cards are about to make my life a lot easier. Wow. Crazy shit, dude. Madness, I say. Thank you for taking the time to watch all the way to the end. I totally agree. It was a very long video, but I want to just say thank you. And the best way I can do that is by dropping a free locker code right here. So after you've done with this video, feel free to go over to SuperCard's web store and enter the following code: Grass Touch Maintenance. If you're able to get the Touch Grass support, this is the pro for that support. Absolutely vital if you are trying to make your way in campaign. After you've done that, go to this video for Deal of Destiny if you're looking to find out ways to get the Undertaker, or the video just below it for the latest on the channel, or press my face to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.